Hey everyone, it's Kaylee again. It is the 1st of October. No, not the 1st. The 2nd of October. I was gonna do a video yesterday and Saturday. I was trying to do it on my tablet that I have, but it didn't allow me because my tablet has an editing app that I can edit the videos with, but it's very, very, very slow. So I'm gonna have to invest into an actual laptop or something so that I can edit my videos on there. But because I just do it on my phone has also better color. Like you can actually see my real skin and the color of my shirt. My tablet was almost black and white, and it was kind of retarded. But anyways, for the past few days, I had a break of cleaning yesterday. I was going to clean the toilet, but then I was like, no, it's rest day. But I did clean the dishes every time I used something. And, yeah. But I just want to tell people today about what I've been looking on YouTube. I mean, not only do I look on cleaning and minimalism and all that kind of fancy stuff, I also watch Ben Shapiro, the Hodge Twins. Ben Shapiro does the woke TikTok reactions, and the Hodge Twins talk about transgenders and all that kind of stuff, right? Well, I kind of want to get into that a little bit because I personally, you know, I don't categorize me in a, my camera's being stupid. There you go. I don't categorize me in a political party at all, because I just have my opinions. If you don't like them, then you don't like them. But I just gotta say, like, this transgender stuff and all the LGBTQ and then all the gender and fucking all the pronouns and everything, they're kind of getting out of hand. People are stupid. I mean, you do you. You do what you gotta do, but if you look like a girl and you sound like a girl, I'm gonna call you a girl, whether you have a penis or not. I'm just saying. But, you know, it's just, in my opinion, getting out of hand because, you know, I mean, it was one thing back then, like a few 10, 15, 20, whatever years ago, where, you know, a man can be a transgender, but they didn't really say they were transgender. They said that they, like, we called them cross-dressers or hermaphrodites or, you know, things like that. Yeah. Transsexual was just like an operation they had to do back in the early 1900s and 1800s and all that kind of stuff that was transsexual, but it was more of like an emergency procedure that they had to cut off a penis or reattach, like take out the uterus or whatever. It's usually when there's a really serious medical problem, and it wasn't even in the US back then. It was in like the UK or somewhere. And because I did a good amount of research, I mean, maybe some of the things I'm saying is kind of off, but you can get the idea of where I'm coming from though. Yeah, so like, I'm not, like, gay men are cool, great, awesome, but don't come over to us, me, or anybody affiliated with me, and try to push your ideologies on me. I'm not going to listen to them. I'm not going to take them to heart. I'm not going to do anything, because I am who I am. I am a woman. I was born with the parts that I have. I've had a child. I have periods. A man dressed up as a woman, claiming he is a woman, is not a woman. A woman gives birth. A woman has breasts that provide milk. The estrogen and the supplements that trans men take nowadays to produce a certain milk is not milk. It's hormones. Not the right hormones. Women's produce progesterone. Men produce a tiny bit of estrogen and a fuck ton of testosterone. I used to be high in testosterone, but I still had a decent amount of estrogen. Now I'm pretty even on both of them. Now that I've had a baby and I take prenatals and birth control and all that kind of stuff. And the birth control before has had high estrogen and it was making me twacked out. Okay, now just imagine me as a woman getting twacked out on estrogen. It was way too much for me. But now imagine a man who doesn't produce a lot of estrogen. That's why they act like women and they're whiny little babies. In a sense. I'm not trying to be mean. It's just like they're emotional. They yell and scream and complain all the time. That's what women do. But that's why women are able to produce estrogen. Men don't produce estrogen. They have a little bit so they can have feelings. Some men don't have feelings. But men like my husband, you know, he cries sometimes. He doesn't complain too much unless it's a serious, like, stressful event. Then he complains and he's like, what the fuck? Oh my god, this, that. You know, he's the kind of man that, you know, he talks about it. And I understand, and I always ask him to just, you know, be himself. You know, if you want to cry, you cry. You know? But that doesn't make him less of a man. He's not going around saying he's a woman because he's crying like a little baby. And I don't call him a baby. I'm just saying, like, you know, if he cries, like, constantly, like me. I cry, like, every day. Every day. Every day. Especially since I've had Aubrey. She is stressful. She's a handful. And being a mom is sometimes hard. But it's not a job. And I could say that because now I do have a job. And that's more stressful than Aubrey. You know, it's just some people are made for it, some people aren't. If I started taking testosterone, I'd be lazy ass B. A bitch. Lazy ass because, I mean, when I did have a lot of testosterone compared to my estrogen before I got pregnant, I was able to work out. I was able to do that and that and that. But because of it, I became lazy. Like, I would go to work, I would work out, but I'm lazy. I would do that in, like, my spare time. But also the whole day was my spare time. So, you know, testosterone, I've heard, makes you more tired. Because there are men out there who don't have enough testosterone, who need to take supplements, who need to take shots of testosterone every other week or so. And they are sleeping the entire day. Or maybe for entire 3 days. You know what I mean? So it's just crazy how people are blocking puberty and trying to become a woman or a man. But the surgeries to taking off a body part, and one in particular, your penis, your cock and balls, that is not okay in my eyes, because you know how much pain you'd have to be in? How many stitches are down there for your stuff to look like a vagina? And they don't look like them at all. Unless your doctor is a fucking plastic surgeon and put some plastic stuff in order to make it look just right. You do not have a uterus. A man they can't put a uterus inside a man. They do not have the right organs for it. They do not have the right room. They do not have the right hips. They do not have enough. They do not produce progesterone. Progesterone is the one that comes out when you are ovulating, when you are pregnant, when you are breastfeeding, when you are, you know, anything that has to do with making another life. You know? So, I just had to put that out there on the internet, because some people just don't look at that fact. Men aren't made to be women. Women aren't made to be men. There are manly women, but they are not men. But anyways, yeah, and so, but just to cut cut the video a little short. I'm done talking about that. I just think it's kind of funny nowadays that it's all over the internet of that kind of stuff. But today is Monday, and I am going to do a lot of cleaning. I have to sweep and mop and do the dishes and clean the bathroom again. Let's see if I can do that. And tomorrow I will try my best to post a video about what happened today and then what I'll be doing tomorrow on that day. So yeah, like, subscribe, and give me some insight and some suggestions of what I should talk about, or what should I do, or what you would like to know. Comment, please, of any of those sorts. Subscribe so you can get notified. Like if you like this video. Alright, you guys have a good day.